but I'm gonna miss you. I love you.
Good morning, puppy. Oh, my baby. Did you have a good night, my love? Yeah. You had breakfast? Now mommy's gonna have breakfast. Yeah. You hungry already? You hungry already? Hola, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my postpartum life. I am a mom. It's so exciting and so wild. It's been really crazy. I'm currently 3 months postpartum and I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I actually sat down and recorded a 10-minute video of me talking and it just didn't make sense. I was delirious and so I didn't edit it. So here I am trying to record it again. Baby is sleeping and I have an eye on him in the monitor and I have the energy and hopefully I can continue with my channel and continue editing. I've been posting more shorts lately because those are easier to kind of get to, but I've been wanting to do this video about my postpartum journey, physical and mental postpartum journey, because I think it's super important to talk about, because leading up through the pregnancy, I feel like I did a lot of research about the pregnancy, about labor and delivery, not so much about postpartum, and I feel like a lot of people don't tell you what happens to you physically, mentally, postpartum. They just talk about like, oh, how hard it's going to be after you have your baby with you and all the baby stuff, but no one talks about your personal stuff. So I just want to talk about it a little bit, about my journey a little bit, and hopefully I can get through the video before baby wakes up. Let's see, where do I start? So I spent a week at the hospital, Monday through Friday. I had a C-section. It was unexpected, not really what I wanted. It was traumatic. It was a horrible hospital experience. I did my whole labor and delivery video. So if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and check that out after. I'll link it up here for you guys as well. I go into more details about my hospital experience. So after I came home, you ready to go home? Dad, are you ready to take us home?
Let's go.
This is when I feel like I start my postpartum journey. Physically, I couldn't get onto my bed with the C-section, incision and healing. You can barely walk. My whole body is really swollen. I was just kind of sleeping right here in the living room because the couch was lower than my bed and it was just easier to get to. And I wasn't sleeping laying down either. I was kind of like in a reclined position, almost sitting down. We put the baby's crib in the corner in the living room. My husband was sleeping on the floor. So that's how we were doing it postpartum for, I think I slept in the living room in kind of this situation for about 2 weeks until I felt like I could get onto my bed. Even though I could barely walk, I would describe my walking as shuffling. I was like literally shuffling my feet about to get to one place to the other. I felt like my incision, honestly, the way it feels, it's like everything's like it's gonna split open and all your insides are gonna fall out. Sorry if that's like too graphic. Like that's literally how I felt moving around trying to walk. Even though I knew that walking helps in the healing process, so I was trying to walk as much as possible. I would go on my little walks with my husband, with my mom, with my mother-in-law. When they were here, we would go and do these little walks, not even a full block. We would go down the alley and come back around. I just needed to stay active so I can continue to physically heal and clear my mind. Mentally, I was struggling a lot. I believe I had the baby blues, which was very normal. I didn't have postpartum depression or anxiety, even though I do have anxiety now with certain things when it comes to my baby and being in public and taking care of my baby and all that stuff, which will be another video. I did have the baby blues though. I was really sad and I would cry. I'd be like, oh, for no reason, but honestly it was just like I was triggered. Like every time I showered and I would see my incision, I would cry just because I was like, I just went through this traumatic experience and I'm mentally trying to process what I went through. I couldn't shower standing up. I was like, I had a plastic chair in the bathtub and I would sit down and shower. It's so hot in Southern California during the summer when my baby was born, so it felt good to shower anyway and just have whatever it was 5 minutes by myself in the bathroom to shower. It felt really good. So even though I physically kind of struggled the first couple of days, I remember calling in my husband like, hey, can you wash my feet? Because I couldn't like bend down to wash my feet, but I would wash my body and then my husband would come in, wash my feet, and then I would be done with my shower. shower. I'm keeping it real over here for you. Anyway, I wanted to break down this video like, oh, this is my physical postpartum journey and this is my mental postpartum journey, but they're so intertwined, so I'm just gonna go back and forth with both of them. I would say one of the things that did help both at the same time, physical and mental postpartum recovery, was having a postpartum doula. Having her postpartum was so essential. She came and she showed up and held space for me to kind of process. We talked about my hospital experience and she took care of me in that way. Just having someone listen to me and my experience and what I went through, and then having her bring me tea and soup and gave me a lymphatic drainage massage and showed my husband how to give me one so that he could do it every day for me, because like I said, my body was super swollen, especially my legs with all the IV fluids that were pumped into my body and stuff like that. Honestly, like could barely even recognize my body. I was swollen all over. Lymphatic drainage massage that my doula did for me really helped. Like instantly the next day I already felt, oh, the swollenness is going down. So my doula came to visit me 3 times, and every time she came, it was like something different. So like I said, the first time we were kind of just processing, talking about my experience and giving the lymphatic drainage massage and the tea that she brought, and she brought me some food with anti-inflammatory properties. And the second time she came, we did like a slap bath and a vaginal steam, which is basically to like get rid of all the toxins in my body. Everything she did was kind of like, it was a spiritual experience for me. These are ancestral healing rituals that she did. And for me, as someone who's always wanted to get more in touch with my spirituality and my ancestors and just kind of bringing it all together, she really helped me do that with these rituals that she did. And it really brought a lot of calm and peace onto me as I was healing through this postpartum period. And the third time she came, we did a closing of the hip ceremony, which was also very special, very spiritual. It's kind of like closing the portal. I just gave birth, I just gave life, and now, you know, kind of like closing that portal that was opened when I gave birth to my son. Anyway, all of it was so beautiful. Every time I would see my doula, it was like just like a calming experience. So if you are pregnant, I would definitely recommend having a doula for your birth and for postpartum. If you are in Southern California and you're interested, I will link her website below so you can reach out, because she is amazing and I 1000% recommend her. I feel like she really helped me in my postpartum recovery. The other thing with like postpartum, like mentally, me going through like the baby blues and physically not being all there and being sleep deprived, like knowing myself, everybody is different. How people recover from like trauma, basically, because birth was traumatic. How people recover from trauma is different. Some people need people around them. Some people need to be alone. I'm one of those people that needs to be alone when I go through something traumatic. So when we came home and being postpartum and having people over wanting to take care of me and my baby, which was amazing. I'm so blessed to have people in my life that want to come and take care of me and my baby. But mentally being like, just, I don't know, like not completely there, it was hard to have people around me in that sense. So it's kind of like a bittersweet situation where like I'm grateful and I'm blessed to have you here, but I'm also just need time by myself. I need like 100% silence. Like I need 100% silence. I need to process my trauma. I need to write in my journal without anybody talking to me. So I feel like that was hard postpartum. And then like had, you know, it's like really hard to explain. I'm just like one of those people that needs like a lot of alone time to be able to recover. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really haven't been doing a whole lot. I really didn't do a lot the first 2 months postpartum. I'm currently 3 months postpartum, so I'm starting to work out. And I say work out in quotes because mainly what I'm focusing on is healing my core. I'm not going to the gym and I'm not lifting heavy weights. I'm basically doing a lot of strength training exercises with my own body to heal my core, which is a lot of Kegels and squats and hip raises and stuff like that. I am following a program that I found online that's specifically for postpartum recovery. So it's not the greatest, but it's currently what I'm doing. And then going on walks. I'm really just focused on healing my core so then that I can eventually in the future, maybe in another month, work out, go back to the gym, lift weights, and do my normal workouts. One thing that I realized since becoming a mom is that I don't want to get back to who I used to be, right? That person has evolved, has grown, has experienced different things, right? I became a mom, I brought somebody into this world, I gave life, and so I want to discover the new me that is a mom, that has a son and a husband and wants to take care of her family and also take care of herself. What does that look like? I don't know yet, but I'm figuring that out and discovering that new me, who that new me is. I still have dreams and ambitions, and I still want to be creative and do all those things that I was doing before, but it might look different now, and that's okay. And so I'm just trying to figure it all out. I definitely have some days are harder than others. I think he's waking up. This is a season of life and I'm just trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to take in my little baby as much as I can because he's not gonna be this little forever. And I'm just enjoying being a mom and discovering this new person that I am and that I'm becoming and all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in another video. Bye.